All right, so I go to on Friday, October 7th, 2011. I have to do a show in Maine, and so I set out early. But before I go, I stop at the local library, and then so when I go into the library, there's a little foyer, and inside the foyer there's a little rack of books for sale. And I always pick up a book, either a children's book or something for my grandkids, or I find something for myself. In any case, on this particular day, I find this. Yeah, Lisbon, day by day, 18 smart ways to see the city. And I had been to Lisbon about 40 years ago. The book, I really didn't need the book, but it's a nice book. It's about $20. And I think, brings back a lot of memories when I was there. And it'd be nice to have it. Maybe it'll bring me some luck. I'll go to Lisbon again, take the book. So when I arrive at my destination, I realize that I'm in Lisbon, Maine. And I think it was the sign on the high school in the big letters that I went to grab some belongings that I had brought up in the car, and I found there's the book, and I drew the connection. You get the thing? Lisbon, Lisbon, Lisbon. Aha! Now there's a lot of people going to the show, so I step out of the car, and I immediately grab a nice family coming along. I said, "Excuse me, I just arrived in town, and I'm gonna be here for a couple of days." And I stopped at the local gas station, and I picked up this book. And I was just wondering if you could. It says it's 18 smart ways to see the city. I've only got a couple of days. Could you maybe help me out and tell me, for example, where can I find these gardens? And people are, well, I don't know. I said, well, how about, okay, if you don't know where the gardens are, maybe you can direct me to this particular restaurant, the one with all of the wines. Well, we don't got that here. I don't know where you'd find that. Well, wait a minute. I don't understand. What it says Lisbon, all right. That's true. You got 18 smart ways to see the city, but we ain't got. I said, what about the streetcars? Where can I find the streetcar? We, Mister, we got no streetcars here. I said, you trying to tell me that this guy gave me the wrong guidebook? Well, I don't know what he gave you, but if I was you, I would go back there and I would get my money back because we ain't got none of that stuff in here. Don't know where it is, but it's certainly not here. Well, it got better and better as I started to go through this. I started asking people more specifics. I said, can you tell me where this monument is? And they said, no, we can't. Mister, I don't know what's wrong with that book, but that certainly ain't Lisbon. We ain't got that. Now, nobody has figured out that there could be another Lisbon in the world. Finally, it was a benefit for the fire station. And I asked the fire chief, I figured, ask a guy who's got a little education anyway, responsible for the safety of the town of Lisbon. And he says, well, I know the problem. I said, I started off with him. I said, just tell me where that monument is. And he says, see, that's the problem. That's not Lisbon, Maine. And I said, finally, an educated man. He says, what you got there is Lisbon, Italy. Really? I said, you think? He says, yeah, I don't know. He says, how that would be here in a gas station in Lisbon, Maine, but that certainly is not. I mean, look at that. Look at what you got there. Them buildings is certainly Italian. There we go. So finally, I realized I was asking too much of the people. So I said, look, just tell me where the zoo is. And there they are. There they are. They said, we don't got no zoo. I said, what are those? Then there's hippopotamus. And I said, well, just show me where the hippopotamus are. Have you got them in the river? Mister, we got rivers, but we don't got no hippopotami there. Well, finally, I found some smart people when I asked where the cathedrals were. People started getting smart, and one person told me that they says, look at there, you got language in there that ain't English. That must be Lisbon, Spain. So I got Lisbon, Spain, I got Lisbon, Italy, And I even got, let me see if I can find it here, a statue of Jesus with his outstretched arms, and some, yeah, there he is, right there. And they told me, Mister, what's the matter with you? Don't you know? That's Lisbon, Brazil. I got another story for you. Be right back.